Welcome, it's Denome. I made this short video so you can get a list of all of the different crypto projects which are mentioned in this new document from the White House regarding crypto regulation. And by the way, this is the most important document that has ever come out of the White House regarding crypto regulation. So if a crypto project is mentioned on this document, it might have some weight for institutional investors down the line. So that's why I'm making this video. And this document here is basically the culmination of Donald Trump's executive order from January 23rd that created a working group to establish a uh, wholesome crypto regulation framework for United States. So they had 180 days time to submit this report, and this is basically the culmination of all of that work. Now let's get some of the most obvious uh, uh, crypto assets out of the way, and then I will talk about some random ones, and then I will talk about the most juicy ones at the end. So first off, obviously Bitcoin is mentioned on this document many times. By my count, it's about 130 times it is mentioned in this document with 166 pages. So I'm not gonna spend more time on that, but that's a lot of mentions, obviously. Then we have Ethereum, and Ethereum is mentioned a total of about 28 times in this document. So that is quite a lot of representation as well. And I'm not gonna spend more time on that because that should be pretty obvious. Then we have some random mentions, and for the first one, I have to say Solana. So Solana is mentioned actually two times, but the Control F search tool only gives me one answer here. So Solana is mentioned together with Ethereum as an example of a new blockchain with smart contract capabilities. So that's it. Solana is mentioned one time. Then we have Hedera Hashgraph mentioned also one time here uh, as a source for this illustration, but no other wording about Hedera except this one here. Then we had a random mention for Ripple. Here you can see that Ripple CEO says more crypto firms may leave United States due to confusing rules from 2023, and that's the one mention of Ripple. Then we have meme coins are mentioned here. This is another random mention, but they are actually mentioned a couple of times in different places. Nothing too significant here. I did not see any individual meme coins mentioned, not even Doge in the document. Then we have Polygon. So here is a list of some random mentions. So we have Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, Avalanche, Phantom, CeeLo, Optimism, Base, and Arbitrum. And these are basically what are these? These data serve as a proxy for activity across certain blockchains. So it's just a list of random blockchains. So I don't specifically think that these ones have any significant weighting in this document, but they are just used as an example. So these were some random examples. Now let's start to talk about the juicy stuff. And for that, let's actually first talk about Chainlink because there was a graphic prepared by Chainlink. So that means that Chainlink representation actually had some input into this whole document here. And I have seen the CEO of Chainlink or the founder of Chainlink multiple times handshaking with Trump and in these different crypto meetings. So here you have an illustration coming straight from Chainlink in the document, and here you can see the logo of Chainlink, basically how oracles work, how they store, modify, and exchange data, and help basically smart contracts work on a blockchain. So that is a big mention. So Chainlink probably could have some future uh, deals, institutional usage, I don't know, but it is mentioned here in this document. Then we have another one, and I think this might be the most interesting one out of this whole document, and that is Ondo Finance. And here again, a graphic is prepared by Ondo Finance. So this whole illustration is provided by Ondo Finance, and it basically shows how tokenization of assets work. So on the left side, you have traditional financial assets, you have stocks, you have fixed income vehicles, commodities, real estate, and then alternative assets. They go into the issuer, in this case Ondo, and Ondo provides price feeds, smart contracts, assets in custody, and third-party oversight. And then as the outcome, you get the tokenized asset at the other end, which is 24/7 liquid, global access, self-custody, and probably yield farming and all these different things that you can do with tokenized assets. So Ondo Finance is probably the number one tokenized asset crypto project as of now, because it is mentioned in this document and they had some input into this White House administration. So I think this is pretty much the biggest alpha for this whole document. Then we have Uniswap is mentioned here. So it is mentioned here as a reference, and it is also mentioned here as an example of how liquidity pools work, how liquidity pools basically contact the trader with the liquidity, and some form of an illustration how this actually works, but it doesn't really help uh, at least me understand how it works. I guess I could have drawn a better picture, but anyway, uh, this is some kind of an illustration, and Uniswap was used as an example here. But an important note is that it was not provided by Uniswap, this illustration, so they did not have any say in this document probably. Then we do have some stablecoins, so let's go to that section. So process of minting stablecoins, and here you can see just a lot of stablecoins listed here. So obviously you have USDT, USDC, BUSD, TUSD, USDP, and then you have some gold asset collateralized stablecoins like PaxG, GLC, XAuth, and then you have over collateralized stablecoins DAI and MIM, and algorithmic stablecoins FEI, FRAX, USDN, USDD, and USN. So that's all of the mentions I found in this whole document. Maybe there are some other ones, but some interesting ones which are not mentioned, or which was not mentioned in this whole document, was actually Tron network. I was expecting to see it because they have a partnership with Trump, but it was not on this document, except when we scroll all the way up here, there's just like one illustration that has a bunch of random crypto assets in that photo. So let me pull that up. It had some other cryptos as well. So Tron network was actually here. Here is Tron network. So this is the timeline of crypto development according to the White House. I think the most funniest one was you have Hal Finney here running Bitcoin. I think this tweet was from 2009. It's a little bit hard to say, but I think it's 2009. And then you have mentions for Litecoin, Ripple, Namecoin. Uh, let's see the other one, 2014, 2016, Ethereum, Gemini, Circle. Then Mount Gox is here. Silk Road is even mentioned here. Then you have Tether, Filecoin, Tezos, Cardano, Maker, Banco, Tron, EOS. And then we have USDC. Then we have this is Mara is a Bitcoin mining company. Uniswap is here. Aave is here. Compound. Any other ones? Polkadot. I guess that was it. Then we have Celsius here, which went bankrupt. Ethena, Ondo Finances for the second time here. Then we had Pendle Finance, Eigenlayer, Terra Luna, and Three Arrows Capital had a mention here as well. And I think Pump.Fun was mentioned here as well. Uh, any other ones? No, not even mention of the Trump meme coin on this list. So that was actually every single mention I found in this document. I don't know if you can use this information for anything, but I thought it was interesting and worth at least noting. So thanks for watching this video. I will see you on the next one, and bye bye.